Okay, welcome to another build order tutorial that I'm gonna do. We're gonna go over to actually looking at a PvT. I'll just put my main focus on the most standard way to play PvT. I'll talk about some adjustments that you'll have to make, like depending on your opponent. And yeah, let's take a look at the most standard way to open PvT. The most standard way is to open with attack build. Your first unit that you're actually going to get is going to be a dragoon. That split was terrible, by the way, but it doesn't matter. So what we are going to be doing is get a gate at 10, get gas at 12, and get a core at 14. Get a pylon at 15, and after that we start our unit production. Now you're probably gonna say, wait a minute, that's like super late. But actually it's fine, except if your opponent is going for a barracks supply depot opening, but that doesn't have to be a concern for you right now. 8-9, yeah, build a pylon, pretty standard way. In PvT you don't really have to scout that early. I usually do it after the gateway, but there are also some people that scout after the core or even later. So like there's not that many cheeses that Terran can do. So we put down the gate at 10, scout without probe, get another probe, so we're at 11. Now when we get 100 minerals we are going to put down the gas. And after that we are going to get another probe. Now we're on 12-17. We get another probe. And we wait. Of course we move around our scout with it, but I'm not going to do that right now, because it's not part of the tutorial. So now we get another probe. And when this probe here finishes, we're going to be at 14. So we put down the core, put this probe on gas, and put 2 guys from the minerals on gas. So we have 3 guys on gas. And then we build another probe. Bam. And this probe is going to put down a pylon. Doesn't matter where you build it. It's just pylon 15-17. So after that we get another probe. By the way, we're going to get probes continuously with this build order, so doesn't really like constant probe production is like the key to this build. When the core finishes, we're going to get range, dragoon range, immediately, and when we have 125 minerals at 50 gas, we're going to get our first dragoon, and we continue probe production. This build focuses on getting an early expansion quite safely, like it's called 1 gate expo, by the way. I missed that at the beginning. We get another goon as soon as possible, and we're going to get a pylon when we're at 100 minerals, like around 21, 22, 23. It's just a rough thing, just roughly. Yeah, we continue our pro production, we continue our goon production. We get another goon, queue it up, get another probe, and now we can actually send a probe to the natural, and we're going to be building a nexus when we have 400 minerals, because we got our units out, we got something to defend. We're going to continue probe production, of course, so I sent the probe a bit early. So at 400 I'm going to put down an expansion. So now we have an expansion We've got 2 goons, we continue pro-production. 2 goons, 1 is still in the gateway. We're going to get another dragoon. We're going to get another probe. And we're going to get a pylon right now, because you'll see we're going to be supply locked. And we will actually be shortly supply locked with the probe here. You can delay this dragoon, get the pylon a bit earlier, and not be supply locked with the probe. But I don't really like delaying the dragoon, because then you'll have units later in the game, of course, obviously. And then we get another dragoon, and when we are on 200 minerals, you are going to get a robotics bay. That's it, get a robotics facility. Now this one, get another pylon, bam, get another probe, get another dragoon. Now the expansion's almost finished, just grab a few probes, put them there. Don't use all your probes, but... and start probe production at your natural and in your main. And now you can put down a second gateway, for example. And continue probe production. Send your guys on gas. Yeah. Now what you're gonna do in most PvTs is you do not get this gas right away. You're going to go for a few units, a few dragoons, get another dragoon. As soon as the robotics facility finishes, you will have to get an observatory and get some observers out to detect invis units, and mainly that's mines. Now what you can do is get dragoon, get 2 gateways, just so you can go up to 4 gateways. And as soon as the observatory finishes, you get an observer. This is just a rough build order. It's probably not the best way to play, but it's an okay-ish way. You probably shouldn't get supply blocked when you're talking. And then what you want to do is, on Fighting Spirit, you're gonna need a 3rd base in PvT. So what you usually do is, you get some goons there quite early, just to protect the base, prevent your opponent from putting down any mines to block your expansion. And then you go and scout your opponent's main. You have 4 gateways, so you can produce units at a decent rate. And what you do now is you go into the main of your opponent and you just try to get in. And if you see 2 factories, then you put down the expansion. If you see 3 factories, you put down the expansion and you get some more goons, because your opponent is gonna have a few more vultures, and you'll have to deal with them, and dragoons are very good against vultures. If you see 4 or more factories, this is when it gets tricky. Like if you see 5 factories, I would probably go for a few gateways before I put down my 3rd base. If you see 6 or 7 factories, then you should get a fuck ton of gateways, because you're going to be in trouble, because your opponent's going to go all in. So let's assume we saw 2 factories. Okay, so 2 factories, he's not going to push, or if he's going to push, you'll be able to crush him easily with your 4 gates. So you put down the expansion. What you want to do is next is you're going to get the 2nd gas. So why do we do that? We now know that our opponent is not going to push. He's probably going to get a 3rd base by himself. As a pro, you usually want to be up 1 base, so you get your 3rd, and if he gets his 3rd, you will try to get your 4th base. Another thing is he won't be able to push, so this gives you time to actually tech. So you're going to get your 2nd gas because you need more gas, and you're going to get the citadel of a dune right away. After the citadel, you're going to get the Templar Archives, and then you're gonna get a Stargate, and after that you'll get the Arbiter Tribunal, because you will need Arbiters late game. Yeah, that's like the most standard way to play a PvT. I'll try and get some replays that showcase this strategy, and see you soon.